Hello, Mr. Randy Dack, and welcome back for another video. Today I have the one replay to show you in the Tier 8 American premium tank destroyer, the Panserjager. Now this tank is a fantastic tank, and I have a really good replay to show it off for you today here on Sand River, I should say. You have fantastic concealment. I got the concealment down with this setup to about 212. Brilliant mobility, you can get around the map really well. 10 degrees of gun depression, and then a fantastic gun. You've got 262 penetration on your standard APCR rounds with 280 alpha and just under a 5-second reload with really good shell velocity, 1275 shell velocity. You then got 320 penetration on your heat rounds with 950 shell velocity, and you then have 45 pen on your HE with 370 penetration. But this tank is, absolutely incredible. So here we are on Sand River, and we come to the right hand side dunes, if you like, initially at the start. We get a couple of early shots in, but then the enemy artillery is looking at our position, and we want to lose our spot and sort of move out so we don't get taken out by the artillery. But we've spotted this aggressive light tank making its way, and I want to just position myself so if this light tank does decide to come over us, I want to be able to take him out, which I can do in 2 shots. I'm concerned that this light tank can be quite irritating for me, because if I stay lit, it's just going to increase the chance of me getting hit by that artillery. Because obviously you don't have any armour, you are a paper TD, which, it has to have some downfalls because it is absolutely fantastic. But with that concealment this tank has, it's not so much of a problem. We missed a shot on the light tank there. Again, the artillery is looking at us, but it has just fired, so we've got a little window to lose our spot and trying to get some more shots in this game. Right now, I don't feel it necessary for me to move. I feel like I'm in the best position because of it for my tank right now. Just looking at the fact that the light tank's in the game, I don't really want to move closer to the mid-ridge because I know that artillery is going to constantly shoot me, and I'm just staying a little bit patient. I'm doing a few blind shots there at the start of those bushes, because quite often you get tanks sort of camping in the spawn, which there is a tank destroyer there right now, and sometimes you can just pick up that damage just by those blind shots if you just get fortunate enough. There is a diamondback. We put 1 shot in there, and we're looking for a second shot, but we can't quite get the angle right now. Pretty close game right now, 13 versus 14. It does stay quite close throughout the replay. Enemy Tiger 2 is making an advance, and we've got 3 farms here, so we're just going to try and make sure we get the punish in while the punish is available to us. Right now we've got fairly good map control. Our tanks are fairly evenly spread, I'd like to say, and I'm just trying to cover those tanks where I can, and just be a support TD right now, and then just try and get the damage in. Managed to pick up 1,500 damage. Wasn't quite able to pick up the kill on the King Tiger there. And again, still a very even game. We are 1 tank down, but that's not to worry. Try and get another shot into the Diamondback. Wasn't quite able to pull that off, and we're just looking to try and get shots in. We do manage to squeeze 1 in blind into that Diamondback, which I suspect put him on a 1 shot, or at least close to it. We then get a second blind shot in, which now, if that is that Diamondback, which I've hit again, he's definitely a 1 shot, unless there was a second tank there, which I've got with that blind fire, which puts us up to about 2,000 damage. Our base isn't that well protected, but we have quite a lot of mid control, which should mean the tanks will get spotted coming towards our base if that is going to happen. And if they do, I'm still in a position to really cover my base as well. So I'm not going to move too soon, because if the tanks do come round on a base, which 1 tank has got spotted, an enemy general, I want to be in position to actually get those shots in. Normally I'm tempted to move up to the ridge in the middle to spot the stuff at their base, but every time I think about making the move, tanks get detected and give me opportunity for damage. So I'm not quite going to do that right now. We're looking to try and finish off this Tiger 2 if possible. We put him onto a 2 shot to us now, trying to squeeze another 1 in, but again we don't quite have that angle. 1 shot Diamondback gets spotted, so we try and finish that off. And then we spot this enemy poor Tiger P right in the open. Now this is where this tank excels. when you catch a tank in the open and he's got really nowhere to go. If he stays detected, I'm just going to farm his hit points so quickly, and I'm not going to give up that opportunity to get these hit points. Our friendly team, the majority have sort of gone to the enemy base right now, but I find it unlikely they're going to be able to cap with the position of the enemy team. Hopefully she get the finish here, but it gets finished off by our friendly Sturm Tiger P. And now we've got this general making advance on our left hand side. We do squeeze one in. Thankfully we have our TD up in the sort of ridge on our left, which if this general starts to push to get shots into us and puts his attention into us, then that means the TD is going to be able to have shots in. So that TD is in a good position to keep me alive right now. Otherwise I'd probably have to think about falling back because I don't want to get clipped out by that general. But knowing that I've got the cover and the support of that TD, it gives me a little bit of time. And now this general is making his advance. We put one in, putting him onto a 2-or shot if we're lucky. And he's just not paying attention to herself. And this is fantastic news for us because we're able to get the kill without really losing anything in return. Picking up our first kill of the game and 5,000 damage. And now, again, still very even. It's bang on even, 7 versus 7. And we've got 5,000 damage. We're having a good game, but I'm thinking right now, you know, there's a big opportunity to try and get more out of this game with the pace the game is travelling at. So I'm thinking about going to the mid-ridge now, which normally I do quite a lot earlier, but you know, it just wasn't necessary at the time while I was getting the damage in. So I'm going to go to this mid-ridge, which should mean I can spot the enemy team in the back of the hill, might be able to pick up some assistance, or might be able to pick up a bit of damage, and just try and get some information on where the tanks are. So we do spot an enemy TD. Should have the finish on the Panther 88, but I rushed that shot, which was poor. I could have picked up the kill there, and I should have picked up the kill, but that is what it is. We know where 2 of the tanks are, and we know where the artillery is, but now we've got this Persian on this ridge to our left. That's going to cause us a little bit of a problem because it's just going to keep us proxy spotted, and there's no one to really shoot that Persian right now. So I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to use the mobility of this tank, the concealment of this tank, and try and get to a position where I can just kill that Persian, which will free up Windows' opportunity to try and get some more damage out of this game. I'm playing it a little bit safe because it is a close game and I don't want to throw this game away. And I'm thinking they've left you know, the north sort of, or the south if you like, of the map free. If I'm able to kill that Persian from the middle of the map, that's going to stop our tanks in the middle getting detected all the time, and free them up to shoot the tanks which I could potentially go and spot. Because otherwise, you know, without killing that Persian, if I stayed there I'd get spotted. The artillery gives them opportunities to shoot us, and I just want to try and take that away from the enemy team to just regain a little bit more control. So we get into position to shoot the Persian now. I should be able to potentially get shots into this Persian if he backs up enough from this position. He does pull back. We put one shot in, which puts him on to, I don't know, maybe a 2-shot to us right now. I won't have any more shots, so I'm going to keep trying to travel around and see if we can just catch this Persian out to try and pick up some more damage. Up to 5,300 with 20 pens and 1 kill and the tiniest bit of assistance. We know the Panther 88 is a 1-shot. We know the Jag TD is fairly low as well. I'm not sure of the hit points of the other tanks, so I'm hoping they're fairly healthy right now because there's a lot of damage left in this game. So I was hoping our charioteer would probably cover us, but he's coming up with us, which is fine, and we're going to just try and spot these tanks for our friendly heavy tank to probably shoot. I don't know if our TD in the base will actually have any shots from where he is. Might be able to have some shots onto these tanks which get spotted right now actually in this J Panther, but hopefully we should be able to put one shot into this tank, which we do, put them onto one. We also spot the enemy artillery, which I suspect is going to probably try and shoot us if he can. We do manage to kill the J Panther, putting us under just shy of 5,700 damage. But there's a full health medium, TD in the middle, which we now need to try and turn our attention to. But it's kind of caught in a crossfire between a lot of tanks, this Scorpion G. Struggling myself with this ridge there to try and get some balance to get a shot in, so I wasn't quite able to do that. I'm kind of thinking, where's this Panther 88 gone? But the Panther 88's obviously gone back to his base, but he's on the 1-shot, and I think I should be able to finish him off right now We do squeeze in the shot, picking up the kill, putting this into a 3 versus 3. So again, it's rare that you get a game which is this close all the way through. But I still have all my hit points. Not that that would matter if the artillery just pens me with HE, which wouldn't be ideal. But I'm hoping to try and just get rid of this artillery now, because once he dies, it just frees up a little bit more angle, a bit more position where I can try and use. We get one shot in there to the artillery, pull back, and we hopefully should be able to get another one in. Thankfully, he fires and misses, which is fantastic for us, because that is going to free up, hopefully, the opportunity to get the kill here. Put another shot in, putting him onto a 1, puts him to just shy of 7,000 damage, but he does get safe behind that ridge now. Just pulling back, he's just trying to look for us, a shot into us, just trying to lose a spot here. I don't want to do anything stupid to get taken out. That Scorpion G is pushing down into the low ground, and now shouldn't have shots into us. Artillery, we should have the opportunity to finish him. We do. Thankfully, he misses a shot. We pick up the 4th kill, put us on to 6,700 damage. Scorpion gets taken out. It's only the enemy Persian left. I can afford just to sit there and trade shots at this point with this Persian. It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, he's got kind of a wreck in front of him, which is finding it awkward to get this shot in. Trying to find an angle to get the shot in, but if he keeps pulling back, hopefully I should have a shot here. We do get one in, putting him onto a definite 1 shot now, putting us up to over 7,000 damage. We do squeeze in the kill, and that brings us an end to the replay on Sand River in the Panserjager. Let's just see how we got on, and then we'll say our goodbyes. We do get 5 kills, 7,084 damage with a little bit of assistance as well. Bringing us a really nice game, picking up the top gun there. Picking up the high caliber and the Ace Tanker medal. So, thank you so much for your support, and as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!